The last video discussed the problems that can come in without a proper data management plan. So here we're going to talk about the responsibilities of data management. So data management has two main responsibilities. So it strategically supports the corporate definition, management, and use of the business's data or the organization's data. Operationally, it supports the development and maintenance of computerized information systems. So on the strategic side, that is the higher ups in the company that are making those decisions because they understand the corporate vision, and then their data management plan should feed into that corporate vision, and its use of that business data should all relate back to that core business. And then operationally, that is support from the information systems and information technology teams so that they can actually implement that data management plan. So it's a twofold system. You have to have corporate administration as well as your operational support in the IT and IS areas. So key responsibilities of data management. Number one, achieving recognition of data as a valuable business resource. This is something that not all companies or not all organizations do. And it is quite important for them to do that. First, we have all this data, and we can use this data to improve our business processes and improve our customer experiences or patient experiences, whatever the case might be. The second thing, after you've become aware of the importance of data, you need to ensure that the quality of the data is then maintained. So improving the quality of the data that you have, and then creating procedures to maintain that quality of data is something that you need to establish and then follow. The third thing is facilitating information sharing across the business by providing the data definitions to support systems development teams. So you have to understand the teams who are developing systems on this have to understand what the data looks like and how it's all connected. And this course is actually going to kind of show you some of those things. But facilitating that information sharing by giving the data definitions and by showing people how the data connect is extremely important to a data management plan. Then making management within the business accountable for the development and ownership of those data definitions. It isn't the IT department or the information systems department that controls those definitions. It is someone else within the organization who uses and understands that data on a day-to-day basis. And finally here, creating a single source for reference data to support everything within the information systems for that enterprise. So it's very important to have one source for reference, one set of terminology. Remember, the unambiguity that we talked about previously comes up here again, and that's why creating a single source for reference data is so important. So in this diagram, we see several things that I want to point out. So the development of a data model to encapsulate all information needs, and the data definitions can then be derived from the data model. So if we look here, we see a data model is located in this quadrant, in this slice of this wheel. So we need a model, we need standards for the data that we have, and then we need someone to take ownership of that model or that particular set of data definitions. And like I said, it should be the corporate people, not the IT people. Second is identifying and procuring data management tools here in this slice, and then place procedures to ensure that the tools are being used correctly and the data that comes out of them are a good thing to, for the company's core business. The organization and the users of the data must work together to ensure the data is clean and high quality. And that requires policy and education. So these two slices deal with policy and education and strategy for ensuring that the data that you have is maintained and is high quality. But if you sit someone down in front of a computer for the first time and you show them the information system that you use, you cannot expect them to appropriately use that without having education first. So education is a big part of enforcing the policy and the strategy for keeping the data clean. And then finally we have systems development and then information services. Proper management allows for systems development. So because we have these definitions, because the data is clean, then our systems people can support and provide information services for all of these activities. Now, if you notice, the ring around the outside is facilitation and coordination. The data management plan itself cannot act or react in a particular way without having coordination and facilitation from others in an organization.